next, we want to also provide a short live demo how this could look like in our platform, so that you can better imagine how this works. Now we see the dashboard from our platform. We have here an log collector where we use our agent to collect logs from an IDS system. And we have on the one side the syslog data itself, and we also have an additional health check. This could also be useful when you want to monitor the uptime of the log source independently of the syslog data itself, which can also be very useful in increasing the resilience of the overall system. If we look into the syslog data itself, we see all the different logs that are collected from this data source. And we can also display the audit results where we see, okay, here was everything successfully verified. The first two entries are pending for verification. There was no verification processed so far. And we can now also look into the details of the audit results, and we see here also the history at 12 o'clock and 60 minutes. It was verified successfully. We can also re-trigger this validation and can check if it is still valid. So we verified it again. It is still successfully verified. And if I copy now the timestamp here, I now want to show you how this tampering detection could look like. As we have seen before, a very popular attack vector in the past was tampering the log data at the central storage. And here we have the same scenario. So imagine now I'm an external or internal attacker with root access to the database where the logs are stored. And I've prepared here a query where the first part is basically loading the value from the database, and the second part is tampering the data. And when we now change here the timestamp, we then have the possibility to tamper the data directly. I now executed the query, and we can now here re-trigger the verification. And now we see, okay, the verification has failed. We also see it in the history. And we have the detailed information about which data exactly was tampered on a very fine granular level. And we also have the history available, which helps us to identify when the incident occurred. And we could also, for example, now restore data from a backup and maybe restore the original data, verify it again, and check if we have the correct logs available. And this was just a showcase in our dashboard. In a practical scenario, our technology is integrated with the CM in an automated way by using our API, where you can integrate on the one side the log data, and on the other side you can also integrate the verification workflows I've mentioned before. And you basically have an REST API available and also a webhook interface to have any real-time communication together with the CM. Yeah, so that was a short live demo how the tampering detection works on our side.